All right, welcome back to Fix It Up. Today we got an Rx7 here, and I'm very excited for this one. One, I just love the looks of these things. Two, the rotary is an awesome engine. And three, it's got pop-ups. Also got a Miata plate on this thing, because totally a Miata. This is not an Rx7. Just listen to that rotary. That thing sounds great. But we can take this thing, we can figure out what we're gonna do exactly to make this thing look all nice and pretty. First, we might as well start with the color on this thing. I have an idea of what color I want to go for, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to really get it out of this. But I'm gonna test around, play around a little bit, see if I can figure it out. I don't know if I can really get the color I was going for. It's a little hard to find it here. So I think we're gonna just scrap that idea. We might just go with some nice light green then. I don't know about that. I like the teal idea. Make it a little darker there. All right, I think I'm gonna go with this color code, a nice little lilac. I kind of switched it up a lot. Was planning on a green kind of color, but I think we're gonna stick with this. I think this is looking good. We'll see, depending on how the wheels and body modifications come out looking on this thing, we might switch it up again, but for now I'm liking this. I always forget, might as well throw some tint on this thing. I don't think I'm gonna do full tint like I normally do. I'm gonna do full tint. I don't know. We'll just throw full tint on it for now. I might switch that to 15, make it a little more visible through there, but it's not bad. Now we got to bring this thing down here, get some airbags on it to figure out the wheel size a little bit better, because this thing has got to be slammed. I love slamming almost every single car in the game, and this being a JDM car makes me want to slam it even more. So we got the suspension in there. Time to head over, get some nice wheels on this thing. I might actually switch it up and go to the other wheel shop with this, because there is only a set of wheels that's only in the west side shop, and I want to try those out and see how they look on this thing. We gotta start by taking off all of these wheels. Don't need those. They are tiny and not fit for this car. I'm gonna check these 300s I have in here, see what the fitment is on those, and I actually didn't even lower this thing. So let me lower this down, lower it on the bags, and we can figure it out a little bit easier. Okay, now it's lowered down on the bags. 300 in the back. Definitely needs to be a bit wider than that. 300s on the front. They went over here. 300s on the front, not looking bad. Might go with 320 on the front. I don't know. I have 320s in here. I can check that out. Definitely gonna need to do a smaller rim, but 320s might be the move on the front. What about on the back? Definitely gonna use 320s for the back. All right, so I want to use these. I want to see what these look like on it. I'm not sure if they'll be right or not, but I'll start with a 17 300, and then we can grab the 20s from over here, and we can see what these are looking like. Might need to end up switching the wheel size. Actually, 17 might be perfect. Let me lower that down just to make sure that it doesn't clip through the fender when it's lowered. All right, I'm in the car. It's on the ground. Those actually look perfect. I'm not sure if I want to stick with that style of wheel though, but that's definitely the size that I want. I think we're going to try out these ones. We'll get two of these, see what these are looking like on it. Switch it up. Instead of the wire ones, we can throw on some 6 spokes. These might look a little bit more what I'm going for with this thing. Also bought 2 of them for some reason, but that's not bad at all. I mean, I'm going to want these tires on it anyways, because they're more of a drift tire, and this is more of a drift car, so I don't think those are bad at all. I think I'm going to leave those on there. We'll just get some for the back, which I think we'll do a 320, and then that should be all we need to do. All right, hopefully I didn't mess up by buying 2 wheels. I'm just assuming this is the right size that I'm going to need for this. There we go. Hopefully these fit perfectly, and I don't need to go wider. Those are actually like perfect on the front and on the back. I think we nailed it with this one. Normally I'm in here for quite a long time. This time that went by pretty quickly. I don't think I want to paint those, but I do think I want to switch the color of the car a little bit. Okay, the wheels do clip when you turn, but that's kind of normal and that's fine. That's not that big of a deal to me. I want to try going back with the green I wanted to find. It's like a light green, but also a dark green at the same time. I feel like it's going to be hard to find that color code. All right, instead of the green, we'll just do a kind of blue. I think I'm liking this. I don't even know. It kind of works with these wheels. Bring it out in the light, just get a little bit of a better look at it. I definitely don't mind that. We might be back to switch it up yet again for a 3rd time, though. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm liking the wheels. I'm liking it for the most part. The color might change. And we're definitely going to be putting some body modifications on this thing, because I know it's been quite some time since we've been down to the parts store to actually have a car that had parts that could go on it, but this has a few parts that can can go on. I don't know exactly how much and what, but we'll figure it out when we get down there. But enough talking, let's just get into the stock speed test of this thing. It's got a rotary, so it's not going to be the fastest car, but we should have the max tune, I think, for this thing. So we'll see if that is the max tune or not. Once we get down there, we'll tune it, and then we'll get some body parts on this thing and see what it's looking like. All right, well, I guess the stock speed test, I don't think we could find the max speed of this thing. We got it up to 151 there. Throughout the whole highway, it took me just to get up to that speed, but I'm sure we could get to some quite a lot faster speeds once we tune this thing. All right, so for the tune for the rotary on the Rx7, I think we got a 40 for power limit, 40 for ignition. I think it's 55 for the boost, 35 fuel mix, and then 50 for these both last two. And that should be really close to max horsepower on this thing, which I think the max horsepower on the rotary is 420 horsepower. Oh, well, we are a little bit stuck here. Let me just raise that up. Definitely don't want to leave that raised up because that does not look great. All right, we got that thing locked down. Let's see what kind of power we're making on this thing. All right, we are at, 419.41. That is really close to max. 0.06 away and 420.10 torque. So I think that's pretty good. So if you need a tune for your Rx7 with the rotary, that's a pretty good one. If you have a rotary and something else, I don't think it'll get the exact same horsepower, but should be quite a lot faster now. All right, been a while since we've been in here, but I gotta find right here. All right, so what do we got? There's a stock spoiler. Front lip, we'll just buy that. Roll cage, I don't really need a roll cage in this one. And then I want to get the big spoiler for this thing. I think that looks great. So we'll throw that on. Yeah, that looks awesome. Where is my front lip? In the ground. So let's just teleport that to me, maybe. Teleport that to me, maybe. No? All right, my front lip is... Oh, nope, I got it. We're good. We got the front lip. Put that on there. There we go. Don't need the roll cage, and it doesn't look like there's anything else for the Rx7. So that should be good. And I think that's all we need to do down here. So now we could just go do the tune speed test, and we can test out, one, how this thing drifts, because that's more what it's for, and two, test its time on the drag strip, which I don't think will be amazing, because it is a rotary and only makes 400 something horsepower, but it is an Rx7, so this thing is cool. All right, we'll hit the little tune speed test here, and we'll see what kind of speeds we can get up to. Definitely seeming to be gaining a lot more speed a lot faster. We'll see if we can break 151, which was the highest speed we could get on the way down here, which it took the entire highway just to get to that speed, and we are already almost up to that speed, so this definitely is a good tune. We're up to 171. I don't know if I can make that. We're good. We're actually a lot better making it through that than I thought it was gonna be. But we made it to 171. I don't know if we'll be able to get back up to that speed, but that was faster than it was before on the way down, so that is a good sign. Oh, brake, 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 brake. No, and we're in a pole. Oh well. Let's test out the time on the drag strip a few times, and then we can drive it around drifting it a little bit and see what kind of drifts it can do. All right, we won't be here at the drag strip for very long, but we will test it a few times because why not? But we might as well bring it out and drift it a little bit here soon because, oh my god, this thing is almost like the old R8 flying up in the air. But we got a 733 on the first run. I knew it wasn't going to be good, but I didn't think it was going to be that bad. We'll give it another go because that launch was not the best. I think I can go there. No, we jumped it. We'll give it one more attempt, and even if I jump it, we'll call it there, and we'll just go around, see what it does for some drifts. But this has a bit of a slow start, so it's kind of hard to get a really good launch going on it. Oh, am I in standard? No, yeah, I am in standard. I thought it was shifting weird there. 709, and we are on the highway. Well, I guess that ends the drag racing. I did say that would be the last one, so it forced me out of the drag strip. It really didn't want me to be there with this slow thing. I also didn't turn traction control off for those, but that's fine. We can turn it off now while we go around drifting this thing a little bit. We can see what kind of drifts we can get into. I'm not sure how good it'll be with the little amount of power this thing has, but it is an Rx7, so it should be pretty good at drifting. Although I am not the best at drifting, but it should just make me seem better because it's an Rx7. That's what Rx7s do, right? See if we can get it going around this thing here. Nope, nope, I'm terrible. Throw it into second gear, see if it has enough power to even swing out there. Oh yeah, it does. I just cannot, for the life of me, seem to get this thing to do a good drift. There we go. We're getting it a little bit. A little laggy. We're good. We're chilling. I'm almost tempted to throw a V6 in this thing, or an inline 6 or something like that that has a little bit more power to swing it out and drift it, but I feel like it's just mean to take the rotary out of an RX-7. Thing's gotta just have a rotary in it. I guess for the donuts like this, it'll be better in first gear, get the higher revs. Maybe I just need to go around drifting it in first. I don't think first gear drifting is the move, even with this thing. I think I kind of just got to go into some turns somewhat fast and just be able to hold them through. Still want to get some good drifts going around this fountain here, but I just can't seem to get the power to really swing the back end out that much. I mean, these are kind of decent, but it just doesn't seem to have the power with this engine. Might be a little better at this roundabout because this one's a little bit smaller, but I'm still not getting the results that I really want out of this thing. It is still fun to drive around and drift around. It just doesn't have that much power. But I'm definitely not taking this rotary out of this thing. It's got to keep the rotary in it. All right, well, I think that about wraps it up with the Rx7. Can't really drag race it that much. The drift's not as powerful as I was hoping, but still fun to drift around and drive around. Not the fastest car, obviously. It makes 412 horsepower, but the rotary's awesome. And this thing just looks so good. I'm loving the looks of this thing. This color's growing on me too, the more I keep it this color. Love the little pop-ups on this thing. This thing is just amazing. It was the only car in the game with pop-ups until the MR2, but the pop-ups on this are still just 10 times better. And I'm glad we could put spoilers on this, because at first I wasn't thinking there were spoilers or anything until today. I was in a Public and I brought someone down to the parts store that didn't know where it was, and I was in there just looking around seeing what kind of parts there were, and I noticed that there was RX-7 parts. So I was so happy when I saw that, because this looks so much better from the back with this wing on it. And the front lip is also pretty nice looking on this thing too. But this is my Miata for until they add a Miata in the game, I guess. I think it came out great. It's fun to drive, and it's just an awesome looking car. Very much a classic JDM car. But I guess that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. And until next time, peace out.